Good afternoon, yogis. Welcome to Team Stretch. Just a nice 15 to 20 minute break from your day. Help work out all of those kinks. Today's class is specifically going to be targeted for hopefully office or desk positions, as we will be using a chair. So I've got just a regular kind of regular kind of folding chair here. If you do have a kind of desk chair that has wheels, make sure that you do lock it. You don't want to risk injury or becoming some kind of viral meme. Heads up, I do have pups in the room. They'll be making their on-screen debuts. They love the camera. Hopefully they won't be too disruptive. That being said, I'm going to make my way back and we're going to start off standing. So go ahead and position yourself with your chair. If you need to pause this video, come on back when you're ready. Shimmy back. Move it, pups. All right. So here I've got my folding chair. I'm going to position myself around the chair, probably move it as needed. Feel free to do what works best for you. So we're going to start off facing our chair with the seat kind of in line with the knees. So when selecting your chair, this goes for sitting as well as yoga, right? You want to make sure that you are able to keep your feet on the ground. That's going to give you the right kind of alignment, so no dangling legs here. If you do not have a yoga mat, I do recommend putting this up against a wall. You can see the mat is going to kind of prevent it from slipping and sliding out from underneath you. So we'll get ready. We're going to be facing our chair, feet hips distance apart, roll the shoulders back, low belly in, lift the heart, shrug the shoulders back. So I like to just start off my practice with a few rounds of cleansing breath. Don't let go of anything leading up to this moment. So take a nice deep inhale through the nose. Open the mouth and let it go. The next one will pair with movement. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Through the mouth, let it go. Once more. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, cleansing breath, hands to heart center. Well done. From here, just start to cultivate nice equal part inhale, equal part exhale. And again, we'll be linking this with movement using our chair for some sun salutation. So inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Exhale, bring the hands to the hips with a flat back, low belly in, heart lifted, forward folds. Go ahead and find that chair, resting your elbows or forearms. Just allow yourself to find a nice forward fold here so you can frame your face in what we call ragdoll pose. You can stack the forearms, make a little pillow. And let's take a moment here before we really get into our flow, just to decompress the spine, soft bend in the knees. Really looking for more of a stretch of the back. We'll address those legs in a little bit. Releasing your bind, halfway lift. Place the hands onto the chair. Send the crown of the head forward, pull the shoulders back, sit bones moving back behind you. Low belly in, try to keep a nice flat back here. Exhale, forward folds. Bend the knees, root to rise, lift the arms, lift the gaze. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, sweep it up. Hands to hips, forward folds, flat back, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale, look up, long spine. Exhale, fold. Once again, bend the knees, root to rise, lift the arms up, maybe a little back bend here. Exhale, hands to heart center. Last time, inhale, sweep it up. Maybe challenge here to keep the arms by the sides and a nice T, flat spine, dive it forward. Forward fold. Well done. Halfway lift. We're going to stay and hang out here for a moment. So keeping that spine nice and tall. Take a slight bend into that right knee. You're going to feel the stretch in the outer side of that left hip, maybe the outer glute muscle here. By finding a twist. Bring that left hand to the hip and try to roll the shoulder back, kind of bringing your heart parallel to whatever wall you're facing. If you have the space, feel free to peel those fingertips forward. Nice big breath, stretching across those collarbones. Energy through the fingertips, sending them up. Exhale, release, forward fold. Soft bend in the knees, let that go. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen to the other side. So bend into that left knee. More dark pants, it might be a little difficult to see. But the deeper you bend this knee, the more sensation you'll feel in the opposing leg. So that's going to be the right side this time. Hand to hip. Try to draw these shoulder blades onto the back. Maybe that's enough, just bringing your heart parallel with the wall you're facing. Or if you'd like a little bit more, send the fingertips to the sky, palm open, stretching nice and wide. Big breath in. Big breath out. One more inhale. Exhale, release, forward fold. So if you have no spinal injuries or otherwise issues you're dealing with, you can roll up. Otherwise, find that flat back to lift. So we're going to try this one vertebra at a time. Bend into the knees. Tuck in the chin. And then ride the inhale all the way up to standing. Inhale, shrug the shoulders. Up, down, and back. Tadasana pose. Starting off just as we began. All right, so shake the legs loose if you need. We're going to find a seat in our chair now, so I'm just going to move mine. You're welcome just to position yourself as you need. And rather than collapsing into the back of that support, I want you to inch up, placing again the soles of the feet so you've got a nice angle. So if you're looking to the side here, you've got knees stacked over ankles. And from here, low belly in, heart lifted. Just find some nice shoulder shrugs. So I've learned by now to bribe the girls with treats. So if you hear like a gnawing noise, that's what that is. I like to practice with them because it's just a reminder to kind of let all of that silliness go, all the craziness around you. Reverse those shoulder shrugs. You can still find your center amidst the chaos. All right, inhale, we're going to shrug it up a little bit. Create some tension. And exhale, release, let it go. So I've gotten a request today to address a little bit of the neck muscles here. So we're going to kind of use the chair as a guide. Now keep in mind, I'm a short person. I'm about 5'3". So if this does not work with your body, if your limbs are a different length, no worries. Whatever does work for you. But I find that I can kind of like grab the side of the chair here, and that's going to kind of anchor the arm down, right? Not pulling, but just helping to aid and pulling the shoulders away from the ears. So find a little grab here if you can. Nice tall spine, and then just drop the right ear towards the right shoulder. I realize that the camera is mirroring, so I'll do that the other way. Right ear, right shoulder. It's my left, you get it. Feel free to stay here or lift the left arm out to the side, keeping this opposite arm kind of grounded and anchored there. And we're just going to find some teeny tiny little circles. Starting to kind of warm up those tiny little muscles that help support the shoulder girdle. Take those teeny tiny circles in the opposite direction. Inhale, lift the head in line. Keep this arm open so you've got the wrist in line with elbow, in line with shoulder. And I want you to bend the elbow and bring that hand behind you. So I'll turn around just so you can kind of see what's going on here. So I'm using my thumb to lift my neck, kind of pulling that weight of the muscle off, right? We still got that opposing arm anchoring us down. Press your head into your palm. You might feel this in that left shoulder. And then drop your chin in towards your chest. Using that hand as a guide. Maybe you just find that gentle way to roll shoulder from one side to the other. Just moving through your range of mobility. It's not going to be anything dramatic. Next time your chin rolls in towards your chest, leave it there. Take both hands to the side of your chair. And inhale, release. If you need a moment to shrug the shoulders, just let any of that tension go. Kind of cross the arms, give yourself a hug. Relax the shoulders. Inhale, open. Take that opposite arm on top. Give yourself a hug. And release. We'll get ready for that other side. So hands to the side, kind of grabbing in as you can. And this time, drop the left ear towards the left shoulder, or opposite of whatever you did last time. Feel free to stay here. Take that arm out for a little bit more sensation. And just find those teeny tiny little circles here. Nice and slow. I know our tendency is to kind of rush through things, especially if it is uncomfortable. It doesn't really measure our productivity. Those teeny tiny circles in the opposite direction. Move your arm out, lift your head back to that neutral position. You're going to bend the elbow, thumb faces down. I'm going to reach to pull the neck off, taking that 8 pounds of weight, heaviness of a bowling ball. Pressing the head back into the hand, give yourself that super cute double chin look. We're just aligning each vertebra, the cervical spine or neck, all the way down to the base of your seat. Again, you can drop the chin in, not pulling, but just using a gentle amount of weight here. And feel free to explore sensations. So if it's just kind of yawning or creating these micro half moon shapes from one shoulder to the other. Find there's a place that's super tight, you want to kind of hang out. Alright, next time your chin rolls in towards center, we're going to release that bind, both hands to your side. Lift up. You can bring your hands to your lap, kind of let that go. Kind of feel like to find some neck shrugs. Hopefully that will help remind you just to keep the shoulders away from the ears as they tend to fly up when we're stressed out. Nice and slowly with those neck circles. I like to think of almost just kind of tracing the hands of a clock arm with my nose. Found those circles, take it counterclockwise or the opposite direction. Next time your chin meets your chest, lift it up. Last little free movement here. That would feel good. Again, if you want to cross over, give yourself that hug. I kind of get a little crunchy in my elbow, or my shoulder rather. Even yourself out. And release. So next we are going to focus on those hips. So this is one of my favorite stretches to do at a desk, at a chair. Just kind of ease the tension of the lower back, the glutes, those adductors or outer hips. So, or abductors. Adductors are the inside. So the way I remember that is abduct. Like you're abducting away. It's the muscles that move the legs apart. Anyways, so feet hips distance apart on the ground. Go ahead and take one leg up and over, creating a nice figure four formation here. And with a tall spine, you're just hinging at the hips. We'll turn to the side. Think as we did before. No, man, that's not yours. Think as we did before with our flat back and our forward fold. Looking for that same motion. Once you found a place where you can comfortably rest, feel free just to let the upper body drape. I happen to be very open in my outer hips. This is purely genetics. Yoga has improved a little bit of that flexibility, but truth be told, I've been doing this for a while, so no worries if your pose doesn't look like mine. Let's take about 3 breaths here just to release and let go. And that equal part inhale, equal part exhale, breathing in through the nose. And out through the nose. With your next inhale, find that flat spine and lift back up. I'm going to take a twist here. So I've got my right leg on top. So I'm going to be twisting the same direction that my upper knee is pointing. So you'll take that opposing arm, the left arm across to the right knee, nice and tall. I don't want you to crank, but you can use the arm of your chair just as a bit of support. So breathe in, and then exhale. Again, with a twist, really in the thoracic spine or that heart space. Just think of rolling that heart open. Take a cleansing breath here, in through the nose, out through the nose, and release. Right, to the other side. Taking the opposite leg up and over. Checking in with sensation, nice tall spine. Exhale, hinge it forward to the level which you can go. If you're looking for depth in your stretches, this is really just through time and with breath. You don't have to force anything. Just kind of let gravity do the work. If you're comfortable enough, you can kind of let that upper body drape. We're getting aggressive today. Think of 3 or so breaths. When you're ready, using that full inhale, ride that breath all the way up to the top.
Someone's in the front, don't go down.
I think my Instacart is here. It'll be something to look forward to after yoga. All right, nice and tall, we'll take that twist. You're twisting in the direction that the top knee is pointing. Take that opposing arm over. Nice and tall, you can use the support of your arm behind you. Again, not pulling or cranking, but just gentle inhale and exhale to wind open. We'll find that cleansing breath here in through the nose, open the mouth and let it go. Unwind as you do so. Release the leg. We're going to come back up to standing. So just to bring a little bit of blood flow back into the legs after that moment of flexion. Use your chair as a support. We'll stand on one leg at a time, just whatever feels natural to you. Find a few ankle circles. Shake out the leg. And then I want you to find big hip circles using this opposing leg, squeezing in for your stability. You've got the chair there if you need for balance. To the other side. Extending the leg forward, micro bend in that knee. Stability is what we're looking for here. Find your circles. Both directions. Shake it out. Full leg. Do a little dance. This is why we do yoga. It's just looks silly. And release. Hip circles, figure eights, whatever feels good. Take the treats away from the girls so we can sign off properly. Say hello to your adoring fans. Both the light and the dark that reside within me. Honor and recognize that within each and every one of you. Namaste, yogis. I hope you have a great rest of your week.